everyone, welcome to the next video in this page of 12 items from Johanna Basford's Magical World. We're going to be starting this row today. Now, it's a bit glary, but when I come in you'll be able to see that it is a little butterfly or moth. I know Johanna has said that this book has lots of moths in it, but I'm quite keen to see this one as a butterfly, and I have just noticed something. Look. This is like an eye that you get on the wing. This one doesn't have a circle on, and this has this on, and this one doesn't. That's interesting. Anyway, I am going to probably, well, I'll do it symmetrically anyway. It'll be fine. We'll figure it out between us. Well, maybe not between us. Now, I'm going to start with the body of our butterfly and use some greys. What should we do today? We will start, I think, with the warm grey 4. We might do it all in this colour because it's quite small. So what I like to do with the head is make it look more spherical than it looks in the drawing. So to do that, you need it to be darker on the very edge and then a bit less towards the middle. So try to do less layers like that. I'm a bit too light in the middle there. But if you layer it up more on the edge and less in the centre, it looks, I think, a little bit more spherical. Sorry, this is my copy of World of Flowers underneath to give me something to lean on. I explained that in the first video, I think. I did today want to explain a little bit about memberships of my YouTube channel. I'm going to make the bit under the head here darker where Johanna's drawn the lines, and then make it lighter towards the bottom. Because I often get asked questions about it, and I just wanted to explain it. Now, you can join the channel, become a member, and there is a link in the description that you can follow to do that. But you don't have to be a member to get all the benefits. Basically, well, there is one benefit to being a member that you don't get as a non-member, and that is that a series like this, I will, when I finish recording it all, paste it all together in one long video, and members get access to that, usually a little bit early. So they get this sort of compilation video, but they get nothing extra apart from that, which means that as a non-member you still see all the videos. I wanted to be really careful to give people the chance to give money to the channel, which is what I have been asked about before, or contribute to the channel if they want to, but without penalising those people that can't afford to do it, so everyone can still get all the videos. I just didn't feel right of me to do anything differently to that, really. Now, I'm going to get the black here, and I'm going to fill in that circle there, just this little tiny centre bit like that, and I'm going to draw one on here as well. I don't like drawing, I'm not good at drawing, but that I can just about manage, and so can you. Okay, now wings. I like doing butterflies in turquoise or orange or purple. Why? Who knows why? But that's what I like, and I think I'm going to do that today. So I'm going to start with this colour, which is the cobalt turquoise. And let me have a little look. I think we'll start on the lower wing and go here, and I'm trying to make it quite dark just in this area, and a bit lighter as I come around here, maybe a bit darker there, so we get fade towards this. Oh, excuse me, I've got hiccups, I've just drunk a coffee, like that. So I'm going to go over that again, so darker here and lighter towards the base. But if you want to support the channel and you don't want to become a member or join, because obviously there is a monthly fee, and there are different amounts that you can pay. You can choose how much to pay basically. I put in 3 tiers and all members get the same benefits. It just gives people the opportunity to give a little bit more if that's what they want to do. If you want to support the channel and not pay, which is absolutely perfect, you can just like this video. You can leave a little comment. You can subscribe to the channel. All those things make such a difference too. And I really appreciate everybody that does that because it really helps. So what that might do is mean that I'm going to do the top bit of this wing in this colour. I'm going to try and do it a little bit differently to how I might normally do a butterfly. What that means is that YouTube might suggest the video to more people. I'm going to fade it off towards the end. They might, and then someone else might come along who also does the same thing, likes, subscribes, comments, whatever. And then that just helps build things. And so it's all good. So any little thing like that, whether it's a social media post that I've made or, as I say, the video, just liking, excuse me, can make such a difference. Now I'm going to try a different colour now. I'm going to use the cobalt green and we're going to fill in a little bit more. Now here where we've got this dotted line, I want to do a little bit here. So I'm going to colour this one first and I'm just going to sort of block it in. I want to keep it easy for myself. And what I can tell as I do this is that we basically got a little border along the edge of this line. So we need to do the same here. So make a border about the same thickness around here. And what we're doing is we're not really drawing, we're just outlining this little bit like that. Oh, it's fun. I like that I've discovered a little bit in the book that's maybe it's a little mistake, maybe it's not, but I think it's rather sweet and fun and helps us know that this is drawn for real by hand. Now here again, darker here and lighter as we come towards the tip. But stop at the little line here. I always find, I think in Johanna's very early books I didn't notice so many sort of little, I don't know whether to call them mistakes because I don't know if they are, little hiccups, little things. I mean, there was a mistake in World of Flowers, a couple where there's a little arrow that should have been erased and she did explain that, but this one might have been purposeful. Purposeful? That's not a right word. Intentional is what I want to say. I'm trying to switch my tablet on just to make sure my son's not trying to get in touch with me. It is like cobalt turquoise. He probably can't, to be honest. He is sharp enough. He messaged me to tell me in his class there were literally 2 students turned up, and so he probably can't get too distracted because the lecturer's going to notice there's only 2 of them. I'm trying to think. I don't want to go light in here really because it's against this bit. I haven't really planned that very well, have I? Let's grab this colour. This is the bluish turquoise. We'll go dark. Let's do that. So we'll fill in this bit. I'm going to block this in. Not worried about shading because it's a bit of a complicated little shape to do. Now you could, if you prefer, to draw a little black line around the edge of here. I would suggest a fine liner pen for that, but I'm not confident enough to do that, so I'm just going to leave it like that and I think it's fine. And I'm also going to use this to do around here, again just blocking it in like that, and here, there we go, and then the end. Now I know Johanna said that there's lots of moths in this book, so I'm going to learn how to colour moths, or maybe I don't. Maybe I just colour them like this, a bit random. Now, I've got florals here. We've got 3 flowers here and 2 here that look the same, and then 1 here that's different. And what do we do to go with blue? Let's have a little think. We could, I'm looking at what we've done, some purple flowers already, haven't we? Let's do some pinks. I don't normally use pink very much, so let's have a go. Having already used pink twice on this page. Pink Madder Lake. I can do these little ones in Pink Madder Lake. I think they need to all be the same because they're all joined to the same stem. You don't have to still do that. I think I was saying the other day, might not have been in this series, making too many videos lately. I'm just going to extend that gap between the petals a little bit. That I was saying that if you look at a plant, the flowers and leaves aren't always all the same colour. They wouldn't be like you wouldn't find this stem to have one pink, one violet and one red flower, for example, but they wouldn't necessarily all be the same shade of pink. I'm going to think that these are two separate stems, look, and they look slightly different, so I'm going to colour them slightly differently. I'm going to keep to a similar colour though. This is the light purple pink, and I'm going to do this one. Again, start off with a light layer, then bring up that line, do a bit more on the edge, a bit more at the top. We just got then a little bit of shape to our petals. It's quite quick, it's fairly easy. You don't have to do it if you find it too fiddly. Here is the fuchsia. I can do this one so it's slightly darker. So I'm going to again do that, a few lines like that. There we go. You can see it's darker and darker than that. Now this flower, we're going to do a couple of colours because it's a little bit bigger. So we're going to do the, where is it? There. We're going to do a bit of middle purple pink and then a bit of light purple pink. I thought that might work quite nicely. It'll sort of tone in with the rest. So near the bottom, we use this, we'll layer this up quite a bit and then start to just fade it off a little. Like that. And a little bit here. Oh, talking of memberships, as I was earlier, just need to say a big thank you to my current members for your support. It's very much appreciated. As I say, members get compilation videos, which sometimes make it a little bit easier to follow through a series. This is light purple pink, and they get them a little bit early. That's my thank you to them. But you all get all the content. I don't want people to miss out just because they can't afford to be a member. It's just, I don't feel it's fair. There we go. And yeah, I know different YouTubers do things in different ways. They do members perks and things like that. It's just not, it didn't sit right when I was setting it up. I'm going to use this red violet. I want to do a little bit darker down here. I'm not pushing down too hard. I'm just scumbling it in because I don't want it to look like a line, but I'm going to put a bit of shadow in between our petals with it, just a tad. Like, there we go. Now we need to think about our leaves and things. Now we could do them all the same colour, but I think we'll mix it up a little bit. Let me think, what greens have we used already? Let's use some, so we've used olive greens, we've used blue greens, we've used mid green, we've used them all really, so it doesn't really matter. Maybe we'll mix it up a bit. Right, let's start with a juniper green. I'm pretty sure we haven't used this one. And I'm going to use it on this bit, so just fade it towards the middle a little bit, like that and there. I'm going to put another colour on top, and we've got a leaf which is joined to here, can you see? So we're going to do the leaf in the same colour, so we're going to do a bit at the tip, oh, not staying in the lines, a bit at the tip and a bit at the base, and we're putting, as I say, another colour. I think I'll do this one just quite dark, it's really teeny, like that. It's just there, and then this leaf, the same as the other leaf, so a bit here and a bit here. Then I'm grabbing my earth green, which I'm going to sharpen. So This is more of a grey green. I feel it goes quite well with the juniper. I've always used them together. I've always felt they work. I'm just going to extend that a little bit. You can leave a bit of white in the middle if you want, but I don't feel that it would necessarily be white, really shiny. I'm just going to make it a bit paler. But you can make your leaf shiny if you want. It's not quite what I'm looking for there. So there are those. I would like to try and erase where I went out the lines. I'm going to grab my eraser. There we go. It's not going to be perfect, but hey. Now we have a lot more leaves down here, so I think we'd do some the same and some differently to each other, but not necessarily the same as we've done already. I'm going to use the pine green, I think, to start with. I think, yeah, we used that yesterday's video, but that's okay. So here is our pine green. It's newly sharpened, so I'm going to use it for these here, really little there. And then I'm going to use it for these leaves. I'm going to do the leaves in the same sort of way as the others, so fading off towards the centre like that. I'm working through. I've got a new blade in my sharpener. Don't normally break polychromos like that, do you? I am going to try, yeah, I think the permanent green is going to work. I'm going to have to give it a sharpen though. Okay. So just fade it off a little bit towards the centre, just like the others. I think that one's got a bit too much white for my liking, but if you want to leave some white, leave some white. I'm going to have to brush this page, it's very messy. Hang on a minute. There we go. Now these two sets of leaves, I think I'll do them the same as each other, but differently to what we've done with the rest. I'm thinking maybe I'll use some of the same colours, but just in a different combination. So maybe I'll start with the permanent green and then maybe use the earth green. I don't think I've ever combined them, so I'll have a go. So a little bit on the tip and the base. If you're finding it too difficult to fade them, don't worry, just use one, or fade towards the tip or towards the base. It gives you a little bit more room if you want to do it that way. Don't have to do it exactly the same way. I think this colour is rather nice, but once you put the earth green on it, it's not, I don't think it will look as nice. I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to go right over the top because this colour isn't that similar to the permanent green. I feel I need to colour over it so that it blends better. Now I've got a frog. It's that frog from yesterday's video. It's got my throat. Right, now we have stars. Now these are small, so normally I would like to colour them in gold with lots of different colours, but we don't have a lot of leeway here. I think I'm going to try and squeeze two colours into our star. We'll see if that works. If that's too daunting for you, just do one colour. This is light yellow ochre, but choose which colour you like. I'm going to use this and the Naples yellow, so I'm going to use this one just in the points and then just gently scumble it down, fading it out like that. I've got a bit more space on that star compared to this one. Now if you can do a more orangey yellow, you know, one of the dark chrome yellows or dark cadmium yellow if you prefer, or you could just use the green gold. It's you know, your choice, whatever you like. I just do different things on different days. It's there's no right or wrong. I do have a star colouring tutorial if if you're but it's a bigger star than this. Now I'm going to go for Naples yellow. My son says his class is finished. Wow, an hour and a quarter. He said he didn't even need to bring lunch. Naples yellow, that was quick. And I'm going to go over what I've done and just bring that colour towards the middle. Now I'm quite keen on leaving a little white bit in the centre if I can, just to give the illusion that it's a bit shiny. It's not the easiest thing to do. I won't succeed in all of them. I'm going to try my hardest and stay chilled about it. There we go. Just going to stop the video and talk to my son. Right, sorry, I know I'm nearly finished, but I just wanted to chat to him and make sure he's okay. But I think he's left to get the train. But we're going to use the Jelly Roll 10 just to add a few final touches, particularly to the butterfly. You could add some on the flowers, but actually I'm quite happy. But what I want to do, put a little white dot in the centre of there, and maybe a few here. I'm not going to do too much more. The stars, it's up to you here. You can put some glitter pen over them. You can use some stickles, although I wouldn't necessarily recommend them unless you've already coloured the back, the page on the back, which I haven't, because or the page the other side actually, because when you lean on stickles they're quite thick, so it's quite hard to colour. But yes, a clear glitter pen like the Sakura one, or even just put a gold glitter pen around the edge, something like that. I'm going to leave mine. You could white out the edge of the stars too, but no, I'm going to leave it like that. So there is our completed butterfly picture. Sun's just coming around into my eyes, that's good. But thank you for watching today. Please join us tomorrow for a very interesting and imaginative whale in a balloon. I'm intrigued. I think it's really interesting. I've got no idea how I'm going to colour it, but I shall have fun, I know that. So thanks for colouring, thanks for joining me. Have a lovely day and happy colouring.